Hey guys, it's Tinker Tailor here today, and I'm so excited to bring you this build. This is one that I've been procrastinating for mm, way too long. But yeah, we're on day 6 now of the A to Z challenge, and we are getting a factory today. Now, towards the end, I realized I kind of made a warehouse more than a factory, but we're gonna completely ignore that. This is the only time I'm acknowledging it, just purely because I don't want to admit that I kind of messed up a little. But yes, we have a very fun um build going on. And normally I would have had this pre-recorded, but I have been so super busy and quite honestly, I forgot to record. Oh, not that I forgot to record this, it's just there's lots of things going on. I've been super busy and I've been using You Need to Procrastinate from doing this challenge, but then I've been using this challenge to procrastinate from uni work. So I'm not like I'm getting like the bare minimum done for both, and I'm not really happy about that. So today I'm hoping to get ahead on a lot of things. But today also we had um the results from week F last year. I toured them today, and my goodness, you have to check out these builds. They were amazing. So first place went to Sims World Building, or that's their name on Instagram. Their name on Twitch is Peppa Pug. I believe it's Peppa Pug XX. Um, they're so good. It was a fortune teller's van. No, caravan. I keep saying van. And it was amazing. It was so good. And yeah, you should absolutely check it out. Check out the other um builders. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Definitely check out the other builders and see what they did because they're all amazing. And it was super fun to like check it out and hang out. And think I finally figured out what's going wrong with my um like my stream bots and things like that. So yeah, things are getting better day by day, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm very excited to share these builds with you. Yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to that. I'll be streaming every single day this month until the 26th. If you are in America or maybe even the UK, look, I'm in Australia, so for me it'll be the 26th. If you're not in Australia, it's probably going to be the 27th. But other than that, yeah, it's streaming every day, putting up a post. So I'm posting to Instagram twice a day, so one post, one reel, and then I am posting twice to YouTube, so one short, one video, and then I'm streaming on Twitch, and then I'm taking all the results and I'm putting them in my stories on Instagram. So it's a lot, and I'm very tired, but 10 out of 10 would do this again, but be more prepared next time. And I think the more I do things, the more I sort things out the next time I get around to this challenge, it'll be a lot easier. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it on the Twitch front. Um, yeah. So this build took me forever and a day. I think it totaled 4.5 hours, which is not terrible. Usually I do build. I say usually. I used to do builds in 2 hour sittings, and then wonder why they were so bad. And it's because I was speed rushing, whatever you want to call it, speed building. I know this is a speed build. I was trying to build in 2 hours and not have to come back to it. But now I've learned to do my builds and then come back to it if I need to add more details. So some of my builds I've actually done all of the, I guess, furnishing, or not the furnishing, the details off screen, off camera. I did that for the mansion I just did, the one inspired by Andretti 3000. And I put here at the end a little tour. So I toured and yeah, it was actually pretty good. It was something I think I should probably do more often is not worry so much, because when I get with cluttering, like when I get to the cluttering stage, I get really stressed and I'm like, okay, I can't just like be spending forever scrolling. But when I'm not on camera, I found not on camera. Yeah, when I'm not being recording it, I found that I put a lot more detail in, but I didn't really feel like doing another tour, I guess. Um, for this challenge, I think I just want to do the speed builds, but in the future, it's definitely something I want to be doing a lot more in the future. I want to do some more stop motions, um, but it's going to be a lot of work, and it really depends on how much stuff I get done this month. Because yeah, like I said, I'm recording this day of, and I wanted to get things done in advance. So there's going to be a few videos where they're done day of, but other ones that I hope I can get done in advance. So yeah, pretty much I hope if I can get through more of my assessments today. If I can finish one today, then that'd be fantastic. I can get started on the next one, but I think the next one will be a lot easier because um it's an essay and I feel a lot more comfortable with essays. But anyway, you'll see me messing around with a lot of different things because I do go back and forward between doing things and not doing them. So like I do the roof and then I don't like it and I come back and fix it again like I just did. And then you'll see like in, I don't know, 15 minutes, I'll do it again. I'll fix the roof. I fixed it towards the end. But I actually had to cut out a fair bit of this build. Because I spent a lot of time. Like I said, I spent what was I completely forgot, 4.5 hours in here and it was just a lot. So yeah, I definitely tried to not spend so much time showing things that weren't necessarily necessary. And I did try and cut out this bathroom building section, but really tired when I did this and for some reason could not find it. And I didn't want to cut out like this section because I was like, well, I'm gonna go back and do the rest of the build, like the rest of the bathroom, and then I'm gonna go copy and paste it over here. So I wanted to get rid of the copy and paste bit, but I for some reason could not find it. I don't know if I'm just stupid or if I was tired or what, but yeah, I was just absolutely exhausted. But I do cut out some other things. So I believe the furnishing and the final not the furnishing, just the final details of the I don't even know what it's called, the upstairs bit, the office bit. Um I don't put that into this video, unfortunately, because I really had so much fun furnishing that. And I did record it. I just had to cut it out because otherwise this video would have been like 35 minutes long. And it's already long. It's 27 something minute video. And I was panicking about, I don't know what I'm going to talk about for 27-ish minutes. But I think I'm doing okay, even though I think I've just run out of things to say. But yeah, the furnishing I cut out. I say furnishing, the cluttering, that's the word. I'm so sorry. Every single video I try and talk and then I just get overwhelmed. Not overwhelmed, but just words lose all meaning and I get stressed. And I don't know why. I've been speaking English my whole life and I just apparently don't know how to speak it. But it's probably just stress, so I recommend if you are personally stressed, take some time to relax because otherwise you will forget to speak your own language. But anyway. Yeah, so with placing everything out here, this is a building style? That's not the right word, but like a way of building that I've seen some people do. And I found it to be actually quite helpful. Sometimes I know what I'm looking for and I know where to find it, and other times I don't, so I just go scrolling and I put a bunch of things down, and if I want to use it, I end up using it. If I don't and I can't find a place for it, I delete it. And it fills up a lot of the space. So, you know, like um most of the stuff that's down there I do end up using, and it fills up a lot of the space, which is fantastic. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I got rid of the cluttering upstairs or the cluttering downstairs. I got rid of one of them because I was like, I can only have one of them, and I think I kept the downstairs bit because that's actually the warehouse bit. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember how I edited this mystery just as much as it is for you as it is for me, even though I quite honestly just did it last night. But anyway, the yes, the way I furnish. Uh, I guess you'd say furnish because it's not all the clutter. Yeah, like I said, it's been very helpful, and um, yeah, it's been super fun, and I feel pretty happy with this build. Like, it's not perfect, and there's definitely a lot I could have done to make it way better, but I'm pretty happy with it. And I think one thing that kind of lets it down a little bit for me is that like I said before, I did the tours of the A to Z challenge for last year, so ran it as a 26-week challenge, and it was really good, but I didn't use some of the items that Tattooed Simmer did. So Tattooed Simmer is my inspiration for this, and she used some stuff that I did not use, and I kind of wish I did use it. But it's okay that I didn't. So yeah, the stuff that I didn't use, like I used some of the stuff that she used, but it's some of the stuff I didn't, and I kind of wish I did. But again, I'm not too mad because I ended up doing sort of alright with it. I got kind of lost when I got to the factory bit because I was like, I don't really know what to do. Like, what do I put as the factory bit? Like, what are we actually producing? Because that's what factories do. They produce things. And I ended up with some weird like robot factory. Like they maybe bring in these little robot things and they build them, or like put the last finishing touches on them, and like this is the last step of the process. Um I don't know. It was very, very strange for me to have done this because I wasn't really sure what I was doing, if I'm being totally honest. Um so yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I am very distracted. That's why I don't like to have like phones or anything on my desk because I get super, super distracted. But now we are moving into, well, I say now we're moving into, but for maybe the last minute, 30 seconds, we've been doing some off-stream building. So the first bit was all on stream, and then I really lost motivation to keep going, and then yeah, I came back and now I'm continuing with it. So this bit I recorded a few days ago. So the first bit I recorded in December, and I didn't touch it until 3 days ago, which is not good. I've been procrastinating this build for way too long. Way, 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 way too long. But it's done now. And now I've got some other builds that I've been procrastinating, and I gotta go finish them. If I can get them done, like there's the I build, I'm procrastinating, but the J build I really want to finish. I have to finish the I one first, and my reward is that I get to finish the J one. And then I think I will be finished building up until, let me have a quick little looky-loo. Yeah, I'll be done up until N. N for, well, nightclub, that's what I did. I leaked it the other day. I wouldn't say leaked it, but if you've been following me on Twitch and hanging out with me, you've definitely seen what I've been building. So yeah, I am hopefully going to finish the inn Oh, well, now you know what the I is. The I and the J builds soon, and get a bunch of the shorts and reels done over the next few days so that I can really work on these assessments. But first, I'm gonna finish one of my assessments that I can definitely finish today if I put my head down and just get in and get it done. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of exciting to see all the stuff disappearing from my calendar because I definitely use my calendar a lot to kind of keep track of everything, and it makes me so happy to like remove things from my calendar and make it way smaller. So what I'm gonna do now, get rid of some stuff that I've done, and it makes me really happy to then go and look at my calendar and see like the previous days are blank. But I want to get the future days blank as well. That's one thing I really do enjoy is like keeping ahead of my schedule, and I try and design it so that yeah, that I do keep ahead of everything, and I'm not sort of stressed and left behind. And one thing that I do that is actually, like with assessments, for example, if you're a uni student, break your assessments down into chunks and then put that in each chunk into your calendar. So for me at the moment, I'm writing a speech, and it's we've got to write a speech and have a PowerPoint and present it. And because it's an online class, I get to record it, which is fantastic. And so I am going to. What I did, sorry, is I split up every single. They've given us headings for each slide, which is beautiful. And what I did was I grouped some of the smaller slides together. So like the introduction page, the title page, and the overview page. Like those three, I put them all together in one day, and it was honestly like 100 words, and then just doing those slides and done. And then the next day was like a big chunk. It was one slide, but it's a big section. And I did that and it's done. And I've just broken it down into these smaller bits. And it's made my life so much more manageable because I can just get in, get these things done, and over and done with. I don't have to worry about it ever again. And so yeah, I definitely recommend doing stuff like that. It's just breaking things down into chunks and making it more manageable. And with obviously I put my like when my videos are due and shorts and reels and all that other whatever I do, like all that nonsense I put into my calendar, but I do it when they are due, not when I want to do them, because that way I can get all the things that I've done in my calendar, like the things I need to do in my calendar now, and then when those things are done, I can look ahead and go, okay, what's tomorrow's thing? What's the days after? And just work my way through that. And then when things become a little bit hectic or I fall behind in something's already done in the future, and then I can just focus on the things that need to be done now. So like this build, if I had have stuck to my guns about, okay, you need to do it at this time, I would have had it done, absolutely. I could have done it off stream like a couple of days after, and I didn't. But if I if I did that, again, English, don't know why, can't speak it. If I had of done that at the right time, I wouldn't have had to worry about all this stress that I put on myself. Whereas I think my airport build I worked on a couple of different times and got done in advance. My bookstore I got done pretty much straight away. The car dealership, same thing. You know, there was just a lot of things that I could get done in advance, and it felt really good to get them done, but then now I'm kind of falling behind. So I have created a little mini schedule to try and stick to get ahead, and it's sort of like a okay, in this half of the day you have to do this much, and in this half of the day you have to do that much, and if they bleed over into each other, that's fine because, well, you're gonna get a lot of work done anyway. But it's just trying to stick to those things can be super, super stressful. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to, I guess, organizing myself. Um, I love organization. It's something that I love to do. I would love to put together um like a content calendar for someone else. I'm a great organizer. I'm a terrible doer. Um, which is not the best, but it's better than not being able to do either. So yeah, I don't know. If you ever need any help with organization, definitely let me know because I love to do it. And I think that would be my dream job, is just to organize things for other people. I've talked about this before in like previous videos. No idea which one. But I love to set things up and then walk away. Sometimes I like to do the doing bit, but most of the time I just like to set up and walk away. Because I find it so much easier, so much more comfortable, and I'm pretty decent at organizing things. So yeah, if you are someone who struggles with that, but you're really good at doing, we would be a great team. Because I get to the doing bit and sometimes I just don't want to do the things that I know I have to do, like my assessment. I can organize when to do it, I can organize the plan of it, and okay, here's what you need to put in this section, and here's the structure, and okay, let's actually set up the PowerPoint and put a nice, clean, simple design on it. But now I have to go and write the speech. I don't want to do that. So, yeah. But this is one of the things, like writing assessments, I can't hand that off to someone else. It's got to be my own work. So, unfortunately, that's just one of the things I have to do. But yes, I'm a good scheduler. I'd like to think I'm a good scheduler. I'm a good organizer. But honestly, that would be my dream job. Now, down here in the factory section, this is where I'm kind of like, oh, we should probably make it look like a real factory instead of a random nonsense thing. And this is where I start pulling out random stuff and just going, I don't know, we'll put that there and that there. But I made these little workshop benches out of planters and shelves, and I don't know, I was pretty proud of myself for doing that. I didn't know if it was actually good or not, but I like it. I think it fits. It's quite interesting. But yeah, then I just start placing random things down. You'll see a lot of scrolling. That's all I ever do is scroll, and pulling out most random things. I was gonna put a plant in that planter, and I completely forgot. And now that I've seen it, I just remembered that I forgot. Anyway, yeah, this build, it's pretty decent, pretty big, but I had so much fun with it towards the end, like actually getting close and figuring it out and adding more details and the storyline, like that little robot arm that I just put, it's kind of like, ooh, maybe they are like a factory that produces like kids' toys or something, but they're actually secretly involved in robotics and trying to create these evil robots to take over the world or something. And that's why they're like tinkering with this little robot arm, which is totally out in the open, but you know, let's ignore that. But I kind of went a little bit different of maybe they do like sci-fi type, um, I don't want to say merch, but like they do, you'll see a lot of Batu stuff. Maybe they make a lot of stuff like that and they sell it off to collectors and things like that, or maybe it's um I don't know, completely made it up and kind of got a little bit lost in it, but it was really, really fun to actually have done it. And yeah, let me know your thoughts of this build below, and if you think it looks like a warehouse or a factory, because to me it definitely looks like a warehouse and not a factory. I kind of really, now that I think about it, really want to build that factory from, is it Shrek 2 or Shrek 1? I think it's Shrek 2. Um, the fairy godmother's factory. I kind of want to build that. It's really, yeah, I think I'm going to put that on my list of things to build. I'm going to write that down right now. Just because there's a lot of things that I want to build and I never write them down and I never remember. So let me just write that down on my build list. Actually, me creating a build list right now. Yeah, but I'm so distracted I can't write and think at the same time. I also want to do a rustic farm. I've never done something like that before. And touring today, 3 people did farms and they were all rustic and I loved them so much. They were all also very different from each other. So it wasn't like I was getting 3 identical farms. They were so cool, so individual, so different. Yes, definitely check that out. And yeah, that's definitely something I want to do in the future, is that sort of a factory and a farm. But anyway, I had so much trouble and fun with this build, but getting close to the end, I felt really good about it because it looked a lot better than where it had started of just random stuff outside. And yeah, I ended up pretty pleased with it. So, like I said before, let me know your thoughts down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. Make sure you stick around for the rest of the challenge because there's some exciting stuff that coming up to share that I've been really, they're, in my opinion, some of the best builds I've ever done, and some of the most unique builds that I've ever done. Yeah, make sure you stick around for that. And thank you so much for sticking through this video. I know it's a little bit longer than usual, but I can't cut these ones down and I don't want to, so I'm just cutting things out instead. But yes, thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you guys in the next video, hopefully. So again, thank you so much, and in the next one. Bye, guys!